Hello children, my name is BananaNeil and I am a lion. Rawr! Sometimes on the interwebs I do things like read love stories. Can you guess what I'm going to do in this video? Read love stories! Rawr! Last May, I went to New York City with a friend who had just finished college there. I live about 2 hours north of the city and I'd never really been there without my parents or the school taking me, so it was kind of a new adventure. And we were in Times Square when we bumped into one of her classmates, who was really cute. We chatted for a few minutes and then we went on our way. Later that night on the way home, he texted her asking about me, and pretty soon we added each other on Facebook. We talked for a little bit and I realized that I actually really liked him. I told him I thought we were really compatible, and he said that I was a breath of fresh air. Me? A breath of fresh air? No, he was the breath of fresh air, and I'd been waiting for something like him since I came out of the closet 3 years ago. I'm not really interested in guys who are flaming, and he wasn't like that. He referred to himself as Patty Lupone gay, not Gaga gay. We exchanged cell phone numbers and talked over the weekend, and the following Friday I didn't have work. A night off. What to do? Should I go to the city? No, I'd get lost after leaving the driveway. Then from nowhere, I was inspired. I was going to the city that night, and I was going to see him. My mind was made. I could tell he was happy when I asked if I could crash at his place. So I packed my bag, told my parents I was going to a friend's house, and left. I drove out to see my sister so she could help me navigate Manhattan. I drove about 40 minutes, and then took the train the rest of the way. And 2 hours later, I ended up in Grand Central Station. I took a subway train and popped up somewhere in the city, and with the help of navigation, I found him. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little awkward at first, but he got a lot better when we went back to his apartment and sipped on some wine with his roommate. Then later that night, I'm not gonna go into details, but we had fun. I'd never felt this comfortable being with anyone before. And the following morning we held hands all the way through the city back to Grand Central Station. We didn't care what people thought of us, and I didn't care when I kissed him goodbye in front of everyone. I'd never ever felt so liberated. It was incredible. I got home, my parents didn't suspect a thing. I went down 3 or 4 more times that month. One night we saw a play, one day we just walked around, and one night we met up in Times Square, right where it all started. I didn't know at the time, but he planned everything out. We bought chocolate-covered strawberries and wine, and he led me to Central Park after sunset. He was looking for a certain spot, and we found it, a little rock right by the lake. I looked up, and the skyline was amazing. The twinkling stars in the background. It was the type of view you could only see on a perfect night. I had never, ever had anything like this before. But sadly, the following weeks I got busy with work, and he had the same. He had planned to come see me, but that fell through, and we began to talk to each other less and less. I'd seen him once or twice, and I kept in touch, but the city got to us. And then I went to see him once, and I found out that the city changed him. He lost that innocence that he had when he came to the Big Apple. A city slicker, as they say. And by that time, he was just someone else. I know we're not meant to be, but that one summer, that one month, and that one perfect night, we were exactly what the other needed. We were perfect for each other. My name is Mike, and I live in reality. I've yet to find that perfect Hollywood ending, but I did live a dream that one summer. It was March last year when my mother came in the room and told me she just got off the phone. She found me a rishta, which is a girl that I could potentially marry. I told her, great, okay. It didn't really matter, you know, it was up to me and her, whether we wanted to or not. If we decided no, it'd be fine, we'd go our separate ways, and that would be the end of it. But the fact was that either way, I'd be making a very important decision. One that I know I shouldn't get wrong. I decided to sleep on it, and a few days later my mom pointed her out in a wedding video. She was beautiful, and I was awesome. Pretty soon we met up and talked, and I decided that I really liked her. And it wasn't until about a year later that I felt like I'd really gotten to know her, and that I was in love with her. Just the thought of her brightens my day. And as of now, I can't wait to marry her. I can't wait to spend every single day of the rest of my life with her. I'm so happy that my parents helped me find her and helped bring us together. Oh, and she plays Call of Duty, so that's pretty cool too. My name is BananaNeil and I'm a lion, and I also have to leave right now. But yeah, I hope you like these videos. You can send love stories to my email if you would like. There's a link below. And stoof.